operator 13, Anda ditugaskan menunggu sampai pemberitahuan selanjutnya. Komitmen dan dedikasimu selalu kami hargai.
The Shadow Strays is an Indonesian action thriller film, featuring a gripping narrative centered on a young assassin known as Agent 13. The film opens in a snowy Yakuza fortress in Japan, where 13 demonstrates her lethal skills by decimating a criminal clan but soon finds herself in a precarious situation that leads to her exile in Jakarta. In Jakarta, 13 encounters Manji, an 11-year-old boy who has lost his mother to a violent crime syndicate led by the ruthless Haga and his psychopathic twin sister Soraya. After Manji is kidnapped, 13 defies her mentor, Instructor Umbra, and the organization she works for, known as the Shadows, to rescue him. This decision marks her transformation from a cold-blooded killer into a protector, as she embarks on a violent rampage against the criminals threatening Manji. The film is noted for its intense action sequences, incorporating various fighting styles and showcasing Jajanto's signature over-the-top violence. It has been described as one of the year's standout action films, appealing to fans of high-octane thrillers while also hinting at deeper emotional connections between characters amidst the chaos.
Saya bukan cuma sebuah nomor.
We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes.
I have made a match. A prince.
Damsel is a fantasy adventure film. The story begins with Elodie, the daughter of Lord Bayford, who agrees to marry Prince Henry of the affluent kingdom of Aurea to save her impoverished family. Initially enchanted by the royal life, she soon discovers that her marriage is a ruse. She is to be sacrificed to a dragon that has terrorized the kingdom for generations. After a lavish wedding ceremony, Elodie is thrown into the dragon's lair as part of an ancient pact made by the first king of Aurea, who had promised sacrifices in exchange for peace. Once in the cave, Elodie learns that she is not the first victim and finds remnants of previous sacrifices. Utilizing her intelligence and resourcefulness, she navigates through perilous challenges, including evading the dragon and discovering glowing worms that aid in her survival. We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes.
여보세요?
Ballerina is a South Korean revenge thriller film that follows Okju, a former bodyguard, as she seeks revenge for the death of her best friend Minhee, a ballerina. The story unfolds through flashbacks that reveal Okju and Minhee's close friendship. Minhee, who always felt a connection to fish, dies by suicide after being blackmailed by Choi, a criminal who runs a human trafficking ring under the guise of a sushi delivery service. Before her death, Minhee leaves a note asking Okju to avenge her. Okju sets out to track down Choi and his associates, using her skills as a former bodyguard. She discovers that Choi had been blackmailing Minhee and other women with secretly recorded videos, forcing them into sexual slavery. Okju infiltrates Choi's operation, wiretapping his home and finding evidence of his crimes. Ballerina is a stylish and brutal revenge thriller that explores themes of friendship, exploitation, and the lengths one will go to for justice. The film's striking visuals and intense action sequences complement the emotional core of Okju's mission to fulfill her friend's final wish.
나야. 발레리나.
We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes.
The most highly trained agents. No political leanings.
What's with all the speculation?
No national allegiances.
Heart of Stone is an action-packed spy thriller, featuring Gal Gadot as Rachel Stone, an intelligence operative for a covert organization known as The Charter. The film opens with a high-stakes mission in the Italian Alps, where Stone and her MI6 team aim to capture an arms dealer, Mulvaney. However, the operation goes awry, leading to a series of events that reveal deeper conspiracies involving a powerful AI system called the Heart, which has the capability to control global technology and weaponry. As the plot unfolds, Stone discovers that she is not just an MI6 agent but also a member of the Charter, tasked with protecting the Heart from falling into the wrong hands. The narrative escalates as Stone navigates betrayals within her team, particularly from Parker, who turns out to be a double agent. The film concludes with Stone and Kia teaming up for future missions, hinting at further adventures in this newly created cinematic universe. We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes.
It's gonna be okay.
Duchess is an action thriller that follows Scarlett, a low-level pickpocket who becomes entangled in the dangerous world of diamond smuggling after meeting the charming ex-Marine Rob McNaughton. Their whirlwind romance quickly turns dark when Rob is betrayed and killed, leaving Scarlett to seek revenge against those responsible. The narrative unfolds as Scarlett transforms from a victim into an anti-heroine, embarking on a quest for vengeance with the help of her loyal friends. The film features moments of intense violence and some engaging performances. We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes. Dominique is an action thriller that follows Dominic, a skilled assassin who escapes her tumultuous past and seeks refuge in a small Colombian town plagued by violence and corruption. After a plane crash lands her in this dangerous environment, she is taken in by an innocent family, which includes Julio and his sister Paulina. As Dominique attempts to start anew, she quickly realizes that her past is not so easily left behind. The town is controlled by the ruthless De La Cruz cartel, and Dominique soon faces relentless threats from both the police and criminal factions. The narrative intensifies as she must choose between protecting herself or defending the family that has sheltered her from the chaos surrounding them. The film features unpredictable plot twists that keep viewers engaged. Dominique presents a gripping story of survival and moral dilemmas against a backdrop of crime and betrayal, aiming to blend intense action with emotional depth while leaving room for potential sequels to resolve its loose ends. We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes.
I'm sorry about your dad, but I'm glad you're home, kid.
Senator.
Parker.
Trigger Warning is an action thriller film. The film opens with Parker on a mission in Syria when she receives news from her ex-lover and sheriff of her hometown, Jesse Swan, about her father's sudden death in a mining accident. Skeptical of the circumstances surrounding his death, Parker returns to her hometown to investigate. Upon her arrival, she discovers that her father's death may be linked to illegal arms dealings orchestrated by Jesse's brother, Elvis, who is involved in smuggling military-grade weapons to domestic terrorists. As Parker digs deeper, she encounters a web of corruption involving local politicians, including Jesse's father, Senator Ezekiel Swan, who is running for re-election. The narrative unfolds with Parker facing significant opposition as she uncovers the truth about her father's death and the criminal activities in her town. We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes.
Think you are a legend.
What did they say?
They say you were the queen of the dead.
The Killer is an action thriller directed by John Woo, serving as a remake of his iconic 1989 film. The story follows Z, a skilled assassin who finds herself in a moral quandary after an assignment goes awry. During a hit at a Paris nightclub, Z accidentally blinds a young singer named Jen and, against her handler Finn's orders, decides to spare Jen's life. As Z grapples with her decision, she becomes the target of Finn and other assassins determined to eliminate any loose ends. Meanwhile, Say, a police detective investigating drug-related crimes linked to Finn's operations, crosses paths with Z. Their unlikely alliance forms as they both seek to bring down Finn and navigate the dangerous criminal underworld. The film combines intense action sequences with themes of redemption and moral conflict. It features Woo's signature stylistic elements, including slow-motion shots and elaborate choreography. The Killer presents a visually striking narrative filled with thrilling moments, but it may not fully resonate with fans of the original due to its lighter tone and less compelling character development. We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes.
Can you walk, Cole?
Say to you.
Ghosted is a romantic action comedy film that follows Cole, a farmer and hopeless romantic who believes he has finally found love after an enchanting date with Sadie at a farmer's market. However, after their night together, Cole's attempts to reach out to her go unanswered, leading him to suspect that she is ghosting him. In a misguided romantic gesture, Cole travels to London to surprise Sadie, only to be kidnapped by arms dealers who mistake him for a legendary CIA operative known as the Taxman. Just as he faces torture, Sadie reveals herself to be the very operative he's been mistaken for, embroiling them in a high-stakes mission against a disgraced French intelligence agent named Levesque, who is attempting to sell a dangerous bioweapon. As the duo navigates a series of international escapades filled with action sequences, including chases and shootouts, they also grapple with their personal feelings and the lies they've told each other. Ghosted offers a mix of romance and adventure as Cole and Sadie ultimately work together to thwart Levesque's plans while trying to rekindle their relationship amidst the chaos.
Do you trust me?
Is that a joke?
We hope you enjoyed this action-packed journey through the world of empowering female heroes. The Wrath of Becky is an action thriller film serving as a sequel to the 2020 film Becky. The story picks up 3 years after the events of the first film, following the titular character, Becky. Now 16 years old, Becky is attempting to rebuild her life while living with an elderly woman named Elena, after surviving a traumatic attack that resulted in the death of her father at the hands of neo-Nazis. The plot unfolds when a trio of members from an extremist group called the Noble Men, led by Anthony, target Becky after an altercation at a diner. They invade her home, leading to the murder of Elena and the dognapping of Becky's dog, Diego. This brutal act ignites Becky's quest for vengeance. She utilizes her resourcefulness and combat skills to track down the group, ultimately confronting them at a remote cabin where they are plotting an armed insurrection against a senator. As Becky embarks on her revenge mission, she employs various traps and weapons against her attackers, showcasing her transformation into a fierce and capable fighter. The film features a mix of dark humor and graphic violence, as Becky systematically takes down the members of the militia in increasingly brutal ways.
It was fun while it lasted.
It's not over yet.
That's it, guys. If you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.